Hey everybody, my name is Ashley. I'm with Posh Crochet Patterns. Today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to create this really nice ribbing, and we are going to create a nice fall pumpkin. So I have some Caron Cotton Cake yarn. It doesn't take much yarn at all for this pattern, maybe about 70 to 80 yards. So I have this really nice ribbing effect going on. It's very simple. It's made with half double crochets, nothing hard or anything. And I have 2 beads. And I made this stem topper with jute rope. So I have a little bit of jute rope here that I will show you how to make this topper. And I have some polyester polyfill cotton that we will stuff our pumpkin with. And the crochet hook size for this tutorial is a 4mm crochet hook. I wanted to give you all a closer look at this ribbing. So it's double ribbed with our nice knit-like bees here. It's very nice. It's made with all half double crochets. So this is about 9.5 inches wide and 4.5 inches tall. So for supplies, you will need either a category 4 weight yarn or a category 3 weight yarn. You will need your crochet hook, a yarn needle, stuffing, some rope, and any beads that you would like to add to it. And scissors. To get started, we will make a slip knot, but first we want a long tail. You will need a long yarn tail to begin with, at least 10 to 15 inches. That way you can use that yarn tail to sew up one side of your pumpkin. So we will chain 21. I got a little piece of that rope. My yarn. All right, so in the back bump in the second chain from our hook, let's see, we will make 1 half double crochet. In each chain in the back bump, we will make 1/2 double crochet. We're going to do this all the way across in each of those 20 chains. So I've completed 1/2 double crochet all the way across in the back bumps of each chain. For row 2, we're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work. In the same chain, there we go. In the same chain, we are going to make 1/2 double crochet. In each chain after that, we will make 1/2 double crochet in the third chain. The third chain is this chain right here in the front. So here's our front loop and our back loop, and here's our third chain right here. So we'll go into this chain right here. Make a 1/2 double crochet. In this yarn, this Caron Cotton Cakes, it says it's a category 4 weight yarn, but it definitely feels like a 3 weight yarn. Feels like a lightweight yarn. So we're just going to go into that third loop right there. Make our 1/2 double crochets. So you can always make these for the craft fairs. Got our last chain here. I'll go into our third loop. So we're going to chain 1 now for row 3, and we're going to turn. For row 3, in this same chain here, we're going to make 1/2 double crochet. In each chain after that, we will make a back post 1/2 double crochet in each chain. And in the last chain, we will make 1 regular 1/2 double crochet. So our first chain and our very last chain will be 1/2 double crochet, like a regular 1/2 double crochet. But all the other ones in between will be back post. So we're just going to yarn over for a 1/2 double crochet. I'm going to go around, try to get this to focus in. There we go. I'm going to go in between those 2 stitches, that first and second 1/2 double crochet. We're going to go in between those from behind. We're going to wrap our hook around. So there's our 1/2 double crochet right there. So then we're just going to wrap it around, and then in between that second and third 1/2 double crochet, we're going to yarn over, and it's going to pull around that stitch and up. And then we just yarn over and complete that half double crochet. Don't worry, I'm going to show you again. So here's our half double crochet, the post of it. We're going to go in between this gap right here from behind. So we yarn over, dip our hook, and behind our work, in between that, and then we're going to go across and in between that gap. So we're going around that post and yarning over and pulling it around. Oops, I just slip stitched. I'll do that again. I'm going to go around it. I always thought it was easier holding it like that. I don't know why this is having a hard time focusing. I guess because of the color of the yarn. We're going to do it again. So we're going to go in right here. Around that half double crochet. There we go. And if you want to count your stitches just to make sure you don't skip one, we're supposed to have 20 chains across in each row. Isn't that cool? It makes that bulge out right here, and it makes it look like a double ribbing. It's going to look really neat. And then, oh, I didn't show you all the back side. Just realize that. Look how neat the back side of this looks. Isn't that neat? Like, even if you wanted to choose this to be your, you know, right side out facing, you could. Like, look how neat that pattern looks from behind. Isn't that cool? So you can use this pattern for either side. Let's see here. So we got one more left. One half double crochet left. So in the last half double crochet, we're just going to make a regular half double crochet. Make sure that we have 20 half double crochets all the way across. And then we will chain one and turn, and we will repeat row 2 now. So we will make one half double crochet in that very same first chain, and then the rest of the half double crochets will be in that front third loop. So we'll go into that front third loop there, And we'll do that all the way across. Even the last chain will be a front third loop. And our repeat rows will be row 2 and row 3. So we are just going to repeat this all the way across, and then our next row will be the back post half double crochets. So repeat row 2 and row 3 until, let's see, we will end on row 31. And row 31 should be the back post half double crochet row. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back, and then we will put our pumpkin together. So I've completed till row 31. In row 31, you will end on the half double crochet back post row, and you will want to cut your yarn for a really long yarn tail, which mine might be a little bit too long, but I'd rather have it really long than too short. So what we will do is we are going to make our stem real quick. So we need our jute rope. So this is going to be our stem. So what we will do, and this is easy, like this. Actually, let's make this a little bit smaller. So we'll wrap it around the finger. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go up here at the top. I'm going to wrap tight. We're going to take this end. I'm going to stick it through that loop that we created. We're going to take this and we're going to pull. There we go. We're not only going to clip this, but any part that's sticking up, like this hump here, see, like we can clip that down, but then we still got this hump sticking out. So I'm going to try not to hit the rack cords, just this part right here. Just like that. If you want to add a little bit of glue to it, just for extra security, you can. You can clip this side down too if you want. If you want to use this side instead. I think this side looks better. I like this side better. So there's our stem. Just like this one. This one's a little bit skinnier and longer. So you could always wrap it 2 times, 3 times, then wrap it around it. And just to let you know, my jute rope, I get my jute rope from Walmart. It comes in a pretty good sized ball for like $2 and something. So that's where I always get my jute rope for any of my, jute rope crafts. So we have a yarn tail on each end. Well, actually it's on both on the same side, but what we are going to do is we're going to fold our piece together. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain one. So we have our front side facing out. Our right side is facing out. And we're just going to go into each chain. And we're going to slip stitch. Go into the next chain. And slip stitch. We're just joining these two sides together. And it's given us a nice double ridge like the rest of the pumpkin pattern. See? That nice double ridge there matches the rest of the pumpkin. So that yarn tail, we're going to pull through this loop just to secure that. And pull that just to secure it. So now we have a yarn tail on each end for our sewing. So let's go ahead and get our yarn needle. We're going to sew up the side that we just ended on. So I have this wire that I folded in half and then twisted at the end. This helps me thread my yarn needles. So now we're just going to go in along this top edge here. I'm going to go in, skip 2, and then stick it in to go out. We're just going to weave it in and out. Skip 2 and go skip 2, skip 2, skip 2, going all the way around. Just weaving it in and out every 3, which looks like every 3 chains. And here we go. We're back at the beginning. It's perfect. So just skip every 3 chains. So here we go. We're just going to pull it and cinch it up nice and tight. Any part that looks like it's bulging out, we're just going to grab it and cinch it in. That way it's closed nice and tight. That's good. I like it. That creates a nice bind off. I'm not going to cut that yet. I'm going to see which one's the longest. Whichever one's the longest yarn tail is the one I'm going to use to wrap around the pumpkin. So now it is time to stuff our pumpkin. So I'm just going to probably grab half of this. I don't know if I'll need all this or not. Actually, I very much well might need all of that. Actually, maybe half. There we go. So now we are going to thread this top yarn tail here. We're going to cinch this closed, but we want to leave an opening for our stem. And we can, we can try to glue the stem in for extra security. You can try to sew the stem for extra security, but we want to make sure that stem fits in the center. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go in, and then we're going to weave it in and out. We just don't want to cinch it as close as the bottom. Probably going to use that bottom yarn tail to do where we sew it in and wrap it around to kind of create the swells of the pumpkin. Oh, look at our pumpkin. It's looking so good. Okay, we want that stem in there. I'm not sure if we can, might be able to sew. Look at that. Oh, it's looking cute. So we want to just squeeze it around. We want it tight around that stem. Now, if we can go through this stem, I'm not sure if we can. Oh, I think we can. Oh, yes. Look at that. I went all the way through it. Let's go through the opposite side of our pumpkin. Actually, it doesn't look like the opposite side. Right here. Looks like the opposite side. Actually, it's right. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's looking good. Let's go over here. Let's go through that stem again, through that middle. Just work it through there. And then we'll go through the other side of our pumpkin. Oh, look at that. It looks so good. Let's do it one more time. Oh, that one's a little bit harder to do. There we go. You can either leave your pumpkin just like this, or we can do the swells, which I'm going to do the swells. I need to get this secured better. So I'm just going to try to find a good spot to insert that hook. It's going to create a nice little bind for us. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is cute. I like it. Okay, let's clip this. I'm going to use the bottom. I'm going to go in through the bottom here with the yarn needle and try to come out right here along the edges and do the swells. So let's go ahead and clip this. Actually, that's right. We need to put, don't clip this yet. I'm sorry. We got to put our beads. We got to put our beads on it. So don't clip it yet. All right, let's flip it over. Let's thread our yarn needle. Oh, this is fun. I love doing fall and Christmas crochet. I love it. I get so excited. I get so happy. Okay. So we're going to go right through the middle here, right through the center. We're going to squeeze our pumpkin. Okay. Just like that. Squeeze it. We're going to try to, there we go, it's perfect. We're going to go in between those ridges. See these ridges? We're going to go in between the ridges. So just pinch that. Go back in the center. And we're going to try to come out over here. There we go. So let's see, it's one. So if I go through here, it's 1, 2. So we go through here and skip 2 and do that one, skip 2 and do that one, skip 2 and do that one, skip 2. That'd be perfect. We're going to skip 2 ridges. So here's our first one where we squeeze that. We're going to skip these 2 and then place it in between that. Ooh. Alright, so now I'm going to try to go over. There we go. And squeeze. Skip 2. Let's move that out of our way. Let's see, it's kind of squeezing the pumpkin a little bit too much. Let's see if I can fix that. So I'm just going to, I pulled my yarn needle off of that, and I think it's squeezing my pumpkin just a little too much. Find this in the next one. I'm just going to, there we go, that's better. And then little. There we go. I just didn't like how it was squeezed too much. Oh, this looks good. And those beads are really gonna make it look boho-ish. So we're gonna probably go right here. No. One more time. And then that first part where I went, I'm going to go over that one more time just because I made it just a little loose. And I really want to make it just a tad bit tighter. This is good. That is good. Look how cute. Oh, I love it. I love it. Actually, we can use both these yarn tails to put beads on. We really want to get creative. We can tie a bow if we want. So now we need to thread our beads. Oh, I love it. Look how freaking cute that is. Look at that. Okay, so I'm just going to use this wire I got here and thread it through the beads. So I think I'm going to go smallest to biggest first. See what that looks like. Let's see. I do like it. Let's see here. So I got that threaded. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use both these strands and put them both through these beads and then tie the knot. Okay, so I lost my wire. So what I did was I just took this little safety pin and just stuck it through a few threads and just stuck it through the and that's good because that's going to be extra security anyways. Oh, that's awesome. Actually, look at that. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I got some other ones. You can get creative. You can use square ones. These I even painted gold. That might even look good. You know, just whatever you want to do. So what I think I'm going to do is create a knot. I'm going to remove this. We're almost done. Oh my gosh, and it looks so good. Okay, so Just going to create a knot. I'm going to try to move it downwards. Just trying to pinch it. See if I can create another knot. And a knot bigger. Yay! It worked. Awesome. Haha. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I absolutely love it. Look at that. Oh, look at that beautiful pumpkin. I love it. Don't forget to subscribe, you all. Don't forget to like and share. Smash that like button. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. And I'll see you all again real soon with some more fall and winter